I am here again, walking it out, learning to flow in the process of being intentional about my life, being intentional about how I process emotions, being intentional about the life that I get to live. As I'm reflecting of remembrance, as I'm remembering my mother and her transition, and remembering all the good times, right? Remembering all the things that I was taught in the process of my life and how I showed up and how I continue to show up to see just how good it can get. I don't know really where to start with this and to ground, to process, and to grieve. It's really bittersweet, the life that we get to continue to live when our loved ones have transitioned, and remembering them and grieving their loss, their presence in the body. But I'm also encouraged to know that she's always with me. She is in me, right? She is a part of me. And I get to continue to celebrate life is in me, right? She is a part of me. And I get to continue to celebrate life in this process. Knowing that grief is an opportunity to appreciate something. And I'm appreciating everything that she taught me, the love that she gave to me, and the opportunity to see her process of life from the end and from my new beginning. Knowing that everything is going to be all right. Every day is a new opportunity to make it better than before. And we have to learn to flow. Get into the flow of life. Get into the flow of what makes it all right. For me, every day is intentional, y'all. It's an intentional work to show up no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, no matter what's appearing to be real. You still get to choose. And today, I choose to walk. After all of the breath work that I did this rising, after all of the tears that I shed, after all of the emotions that were felt, I still rise. Because my little girl inside said, remember, you get to choose how good this life is going to be. So I'm just here to encourage y'all today that, we all go through challenges. We go through struggles. We go through things that we didn't ever all go through challenges. We go through struggles. We go through things that we didn't ever think we would be strong enough to go through. But we still find ourselves in the body, alive, feeling the sunshine, taking in the beautiful, cool breeze in the midst of me thinking it was rainy out because I thought today was going to be a rainy day. So I wasn't going to be able to get out and walk, but it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to make it better than the days before. And even on this day, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged that I have tools. I have the knowing that one difficult situation doesn't end my life. One difficult challenge doesn't set me back for the rest of my life. Every day we get to choose just how good it's going to be. My mom, she has said to me once, that we don't have to worry about the things that we can't change. We just get to be present in the process. So today, I'm being present in the process and knowing that the process can spiral me down or it can lift me up. So I'm encouraging y'all, when you go through life's challenges, understand that it's always a message. There's always a choice. There's always an opportunity to align to your best life now. No matter how it looks, no matter the feelings, no matter the emotions, continue to fill your cup. Continue to give yourself what you need in the process. You know, it doesn't take away from the truth of what you experienced or what you're feeling, but it does allow you to see from a different perspective, becoming the observer of your life, being the observer of the situation. Like, okay, what happened here? Why did it feel however it felt? And what is it that you're going to do next? Because I'm a firm believer in what don't kill you makes you stronger. And sometimes, they can kill you. Experience of that for me, seeing it from her perspective. She also was going through grief. And grief is heavy until you release. I release control and surrender until you release. I release control and surrender of love. Choices, other people's decisions, other people's stories, they're valid, but they're their stories. Choices, other people's decisions, other people's stories, they're valid, but they're their stories. Like, wow, I can't believe this is still a truth, you know? But still I rise. I rise to the occasion of my life and knowing that everything happens for a reason. Everything is always in divine time. And everything is always working to the good. As I'm reflecting on the good of my life, I'm truly inspired by the Align Boot Camp that will be coming up July the 5th. You know, we got to look ahead to the good, right? Sometimes we can stay in the present moment of the bad and it doesn't serve our purpose. But when we align to purpose, we can move beyond the pain. We can move beyond the grief. We can move beyond the hurt. We can move beyond the situations that keep us in our lower chakra energy. I know I'm safe. I know I'm loved. I know I'm protected. I know that this too shall pass. So I rise. And this is the message of how we flow with the energies as they show up to help us grow, to help us glow, as the sun is definitely putting some glowing twinkles on my face, you know, but I'm here. And I wanted to take advantage of this time to just be present, to let you all know that, yeah, life can be challenging. Life can throw you some curveballs you were not ready for. But what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to play this game and play to win? By getting into the deep water, with everything. You can't just sweep it under the rug and try to forget about it. Those you can't just sweep it under the rug and try to forget about it. Those finding that thing within the challenge to be the thing that keeps you motivated. You know, I know that my mom would be is super proud of how I'm showing up. She constantly reminds me that I'm pretty tough. Tough around the edges, y'all. But my heart is so tender. It feels everything. And that's what helps me to remember just how good life can be. When I anchor into the truth of me, the truth of everything that sets me free. As I am walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Not even me. We are our biggest challenge. Our mindset, the way we think about life, the way we think about situations, the way we show up and not being open to whatever happens, not being open to allow it to pull you in a different direction. Everything has to change. That is the one constant thing. As we look at the universe and nature, it's never the same. Every day, it's something different. Every day, something is growing. Every day, something has went through a challenge. Even as I'm reflecting on all the rain that has come here in Georgia the last few days and how much my grass has truly grown in a few days. And it needs to be mowed. But it's not the same. It is grass, but it's a little taller. It's a little wider. It's a little thicker. But this is what happens. You grow stronger when difficult things show up in your life. If you choose, you can also get weaker and die. Die to the old patterns, die to the old way of life, die to the things that no longer feel right. It's all part of nature. It's all part of this thing we get to do in the body. We get to feel the feelings. We get to enjoy the process. Enjoy, even when it feels like sadness. We get the opportunity to feel sad. We get the opportunity to shed tears. We get the opportunity to do whatever allows us to grow. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is truly how I am learning to grow, glow, and flow. Knowing that every opportunity, every day is a new opportunity to make it better than the day before. Woo! I completed my walk. So we're gonna go in and do our carpool and just see what Spirit has to say, okay? Woo! That was a challenge. Y'all see I'm glowing, right? All right, let's see. Whew. All right, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your time and your attention, because I'm filling my cup today, and I'm glad that you get to witness it. Woo! All right, let's see if we can tap in, tap in. Woo! I hope you all are still here, because we did shift a little bit. But let's go ahead and tap on in. My phone, my fan is not wanting to work. So I'm hoping that it will come on here shortly. Because Lord knows I need it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So we got to wipe out this sweat, y'all. I had a really good walk. Thank you for joining me on the walk. So we are going to tap in to this universal energy of today. Today is day number 165, okay? So let's go on into the cards for today. One is over here. We'll put it into the deck. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well as we are truly beginning to flow in the energy no matter how it shows up, right? No matter what we go through, we have to continue to grow, glow, and flow because that's what we get to do if we so choose. So we're going to tap into the universal energy of the day to see what Spirit has to say. Oh, okay, one more time and see what you're saying. Yep. Okay. So they said today we're going to just pull from the secrets of the ancestors because they want to speak. Okay. So we thought we were going to go into the tarot, but they said, no, not today. So the secrets of the ancestors are where we at. And we're going to see what shows up. So the first card out again is the matriarch. And this matriarch says you are victorious. The moment you show up in the midst of all that is being offered and truly feel it to heal it and also embody it to grow, you will begin to find all that you were sent to do, have, and be. And know that you have royalty in your DNA. Royalty, it's not only for you, it's for me. We are royal. We are more than enough. We are the abundance of all there is. If only we take time to listen. If only we take time to tap in and release in the process. Releasing what no longer serves to begin to receive that which does. Okay, they want to read from the book. So we're going to read the monarch, victorious. It is number 7, okay? And the monarch says, I have royalty in my DNA. The ancestral medicine for this card says, it is go time, my child. If we fail to plan, we plan to fail. For many of your ancestors, planning was a luxury they didn't have. This is your nudge to keep going. Get your strut on. And that's what I did today. I had to get up and get moving, get my strut on to know that, you know what? I can still move through any situation. As my mom says, I am strong enough to handle. I'm strong enough to handle anything life throws my way. So I choose to show up and do it my way. She did it my way. As the Mother Earth pops out next, and it says fertile ground. As you see this gold dust all around, we are on fertile ground. The moment that we are birthed into this now reality, we have the abundance of the universe to support us through every challenge, every situation, every setback, every action, as long as we respond appropriately, filling our cups with the glow, all right? So Mother Earth says fertile ground. It is number 40. The monarch was number 7. Okay, so number 40, we're going to read it from the book. Number 40, it says, all we do is win. This ancestral medicine says, this ancestor loves her home. The Mother of Earth is fully grounded and never bored. How do you make your home a more loving and luxurious environment. How do you make your home a more luxurious and loving environment? And it could be your physical home outside of the body, but your body also is your home. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes. I hear your question. Give me one moment and I will dive into it, okay? This is a time we're grounding into the fertile soil and making our home a luxurious place as we continue to show up and don't mask our face. We got to show up authentically and win the race, okay? We're going to get one more card from the Secrets of the Ancestors, and then I am going to tap into the question presented, okay? By Pretty Dara. Pretty Dara, is that what your name is, girl? What's your name? All right. So the root of air. The root of air is the next card out, which is number 33. We're going to read the message from that one. And 33 says, I am willing and open to learn and grow. This is what I've been telling y'all. You got to learn to grow, glow, and flow through all the situations, all the things that come up. And understand that, in fact, sometimes it feels like a battle, but you win. As it says, all we do is win because we have royalty in our DNA. We are victorious no matter what. So we have to align to that and trust that everything is always working out for us. All right, let's go to your question. You said, is the man I'm currently dating going to marry me someday? All right. Drea. Okay, Drea. Is the man I'm currently dating going to marry me someday? All right, let's tap into the angel cards and see what they have to say. Is the man Drea is currently dating going to marry her someday? We'll take it. And it says first, a peaceful resolution. Oh, let's see. A peaceful resolution. I noticed this rainbow here as well. So there is some healing that needs to take place within your relationship, Drea. Is this a relationship that truly is supportive of who you are and how you choose to show up? Are you able to shine bright like a diamond without having to shrink? Are you able to do the things and say the things that you think? The next card out says, within the next few months. So is this something you guys have talked about already? Is this a desire that you've already made known to him? If not, you might want to start talking about it within the next few weeks. If you've been dating for a while and you feel that it's going the way you want it to go, don't waste time. Offer forgiveness within this romance. Let's see if we can get a clear yes or no. Yes or no. Will they marry? And the last card says perfect timing. So maybe you have to wait until it's the perfect time. But it didn't say no. So you can continue to do the things that you've been doing and just see how it flows. You know, if you truly are meant to be together, truly begin to work on your relationship with yourself first, knowing what you want, being able to communicate that very clearly to him, and really begin to learn each other. Understand that the woman you are today is not going to be the same woman you are many years from now or within the next few months. As I spoke about earlier in the reading, we're always growing and evolving. Is this man willing to grow and evolve with you? Is his visions and goals for life in alignment with you? This is the time within these next few weeks. Start tapping into the heart of the matter. You know, we often get in relationships for surface level expectations, right? But really, we need to be partnered with those people who truly support who we are, who truly inspire us to be the best that we can be, that really sees our visions and our goals, and they're willing to support that while you also be in a space to do that for him as well. So as you are continuing to date, really start making this an intentional dating experience. Don't get caught up in just getting along to just be along, but really dive deep into what your life together will look like as a married couple. Is this two becoming one solid? Are you firm in the foundation of who you are and what you expect out of life and how he supports it? And likewise, do you know what he truly desires? And are you in alignment to support that? And are you willing to grow and glow and flow together in this process? Because marriage, I know that's one thing that I've often said. I want to be married. But I truly want to be married to someone who gets me, who understands me, who supports me, who encourages me, who can hold the capacity of who I am. Give thanks. Imagination shows up next. This is our soul's journey card deck. And it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. So does this partnership with your king currently support the aspects of your mind? Or does it make you shrink? Does it make you continue to go inside? This is an imaginary world, right? We get to create whatever we want out of the world that we live. But you have to expand your consciousness to see how it aligns to the truth of you. And then continue to go in that direction as you do. We give thanks. We have a few more cards out. Oh my God. You can't make this up. The next one is empathy. Understanding that you have to be able to see both sides of the situation. As you move in flow and knowing which direction you want to go, see both sides of the story and see if love is the thing that is holding it, or is there lower vibrational insecurities that keep you thinking that it's love when in fact it may not be. So love says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. See the good on both sides of the situation so that you can truly show up in service to yourself and to your king, your partner, humanity. And it says, it feels good when I can help others. Understanding that our serving ourselves, filling our cup, allowing ourselves to overflow in this energy of love allows us to attract more opportunities to be loved the way that we want to be loved, okay? Yay, he is perfect for you. As I was reading that, this card popped out. Change, okay? Understand, he may be perfect for you, but he may also challenge you to change, as you might also challenge him to change, to become better, good, better, best. You know, you don't have to settle or rest. It's an expansive experience of all the good that you get to experience. And change says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Don't think that this is as good as it's going to get. Always expand your experience together. Always expand in the capacity to hold one another, even as you change. Because it's more opportunities to love, more opportunities to expand your consciousness, more opportunities to evolve, more opportunity to serve. And this is truly what this life experience is all about. So, with this being said, I'm going to tap into our moonology cards because we are in a new moon energy. And this new moon energy for today is really harnessing all of this, right? I believe it's the new moon in Gemini, if I'm believing right. But it is a new moon nonetheless. And this new moon is all about seeing all the sides and knowing if you still want to ride. Do you want to ride in the backseat of my Chevy, chop it up, or do I die? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a baller, shot caller, whatever else? It's up to you. So the card out says, don't let pride get in your way. This is the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't let feeling like, oh, I'm not in a space to grow, or they can't teach me anything. But always be open to being taught. Be open to expanding your thought, okay, of how good it can be. Because the next card out says, you are good enough. You are good enough, just the way you are. You don't have to prove anything, but you do have to show up for yourself. All right? You are a Leo as well. Come on now, sis. Don't let pride get in your way. No, you are good enough. You don't have to prove yourself in the relationship. You don't have to show yourself to be over the top because it's evident. It's evident. You said you're a Scorpio and you tend to be in your pride and allow your pride to get in your way. Don't allow it because you are it. You are it. And nobody else can take your place just being who you are. And the next card says, a win-win outcome is forecasted. A win-win outcome. Everybody wins. It's not a competition. It's not I'm better than you. It's about, yeah, let me see how different you are so that I can acknowledge that and love that too. Because it's time to take action. It is time to take action. And I'm an Aries, so I'm definitely moving in that direction of taking action, knowing I'm good enough, knowing that I can see both sides of the equation. Aries are pretty stubborn, so I don't think I really have an issue with pride, but I do have an issue with control. As I said, I release control and I surrender to the flow of love, which is healing. And communication is the key. You have to truly begin to communicate how you feel, what you need, and how you need others to show up for you. And always, the last card is bring love into the situation. And that is the new moon in Aquarius. So we're ending in a new moon card, but it is about expanding our mind, expanding our consciousness, using our imagination to see just how good it can be, and begin to communicate truthfully, authentically, and know that it's not a competition. We can't allow pride to get in our way, especially in relationships. Especially in relationships with those people we love. We have to allow pride to take a back seat and say, you know what? Let me see things from your side. Let me understand what you have to say. But both parties have to be able to communicate and flow in that same frequency and flow in that same direction, knowing we're on the same team. We all bring our own unique gifts, talents, and abilities into our situations. But we have to be able to honor it and really show up in this place of empathy, never giving up, never being in a place of competition. Because when you come into that space of competition, it only brings forth stagnation, stuckness, shrinking, and our energy is not allowed to flow and grow. And we, in fact, are not allowed to grow. So we're going to pull into our chakra alignment cards and get one more card as we are flowing with intention today. You know, as I'm flowing in my emotions of the day, I'm truly happy that you gave me something else to think of and say as relationships shows up, okay? Relationships. Our relationships are so important to our growth. As I talked about being in nature and seeing how everything in nature also goes through seasons of changes. But does it take away from what it is? Just because the leaves die off the tree, does the tree stop being a tree? Just because the grass turns green or brown in the fall, doesn't take away from it being grass. It's just seasons of change. And we have to know that even in our relationships, we go through these seasons of change. But we have to be able to hold the capacity of love even in the midst of it, even when it doesn't look so good, even when it doesn't feel so good. Are you able to show up and know that, hey, this too shall pass? This is a growth spurt. This is an opportunity to learn. This is an opportunity to see both sides of the situation. This is an opportunity to know that trouble don't last always. This is an opportunity to see that sadness doesn't last always. That we can move our energy into a relationship that serves us, a relationship with ourselves, and a relationship with our emotions and how they show up. So we are going to read from the book, this relationship card, which is number 12. Thank you, Drea, for showing up and asking your question, as it really is bringing it all full circle. And this says, my relationships are aligned with my highest good and my soul's purpose. My relationships are aligned with my highest good and my soul's purpose. This goes back to talking about how everything is sent to serve, as the service card did come out. And it says, the service card, it feels good when I help others, but it also feels good when you can be accepted in that place of service, showing and giving and offering what you have. And when that is something that is not received, that may be something that may not last, because you can only give what you got. And people can only receive what you're offering. And then you get a choice to choose, is this something I want or not? And it doesn't take away from your worth. It doesn't take away from your value. It just says that maybe what you have given so far is all that that individual needs. And now you can allow your imagination to take you to the next thing without any heartache, without any pain, without any sadness. Understanding that losing something is truly an opportunity to appreciate it. So this is went full circle as I'm honoring the relationship with my mother. I'm honoring the relationships with those that have come into my life to strengthen me, to hold me, to remind me of who I am, to really help me to tap into this ancestral energy, this place of communion, filling my cup so that it overflows to those who show up. So remember, you are the message, you are the voice, you are the power, and you are the dream come true. Whatever happens next is up to you. Until next time, sending you all so much love. Good night. Or good day. It is the middle of the day. Peace and love. Oh, Cash App. Cash App is, oh, I appreciate that. I'll put it in the chat. I do. Give thanks. Let me put it in the chat for you, sis. Let's see. Hut chat. Well, I'm on my phone, so I don't even know how to do this really. But let's see. Can I just do a message, please? I will send it to you directly, okay? I appreciate you, sis. Oh, that is so good. I truly, truly would appreciate that. I will definitely send you a direct DM. All right. Peace and love. Have a great day.